Keep young and beautiful.
Hey everyone, welcome back to another fighter showcase, and this time around we have Bloodbath, a naturally gold dark variant for Eliza. Bloodbath boasts the second highest attack stat of all Elizas at 11.6k. This is just slightly short of Standout's 11.7k, and this makes Bloodbath a pretty premier offensive variant for Eliza. Her abilities are really simple. If either fighter uses a blockbuster, both fighters are inflicted with bleed for 10 seconds. Now obviously you're bleeding yourself and the opponent, but because of her second signature ability, which converts all bleed effects into self-regen, you're actually not losing out a lot from here. Just using and spamming blockbuster will immediately inflict multiple stacks of bleed onto the opponents and chip away their health, while you yourself gain so much stacks of regen to regain all the health back that you may have lost. Bleed is generally a really good debuff to inflict in high price fight streaks because it just completely ignores the health bonuses that the opponent gets as well as any defensive stacks they have. With Bloodbath, you are going to be able to chip the opponent's health really fast, especially when Eliza has a lot of blockbusters that can be chained together, and we'll get to that later, as well as a myriad of tools to deal with buffs, which makes Bloodbath a really good fighter overall because Eliza's kit is just insane. She almost has literally everything. I think the only thing she lacks is damage, and Bloodbath provides that through her bleed stacks. The combination is really good. Bloodbath is one of my favorite variants to use, and she can make fights really trivial. The only weakness, of course, is if the opponent has immunity or you get cursed. If the opponent has immunities, let's say facing Splitting Image, you will have to rely on your attack stat, which Eliza is not great at. 11k is pretty good, but it's definitely not the highest attack stat in comparison to other strong fighters like Primed, Phantom Threads, Flytrap, Neuromancer, and so forth. So Bloodbath will rely on her bleed for the most part, although her attack stat is good enough to actually chip away the opponent's health as long as they don't have any massive regen. It's possible, but it's gonna take a longer time. Another weakness, of course, is if you get cursed, you're gonna start bleeding yourself, and that can be quite dangerous. However, Eliza has no way to cleanse debuff, so actually having Model Leader in the back can actually be useful here, or even the Surgeon General to provide you with that immunity. But overall, Bloodbath as a character and a variant is pretty strong, highly recommended for prize fights, and it's gonna make things so much easier. With that said, we're just gonna go straight into the moves before we go through the gameplay. Alright, let's talk about Bloodbath's move. And being an Eliza, the moves are actually a bit more flexible. You can really run anything, especially when Bloodbath's ability doesn't really specify Sekhmet, so any blockbuster is possible. However, there's possibly 2 or 3 moves that I think are really crucial. The first is of course Sekhmet's Bite. It has a 50% chance on hit to inflict armor break and curse, which is insane because those debuffs are really powerful. Sekhmet's Bite is pretty much a staple for all Elizas. Next is Chaos Banish, again a buff removal tool, and this special move is what Eliza is known for. It simply removes all buffs while inflicting heal block, allowing Bloodbath to deal with opponents such as Assassin's Greed or any Valentine that has ICU Marquee ability. Third is Weight of Anubis. So this is a command grab, and it's really handy for Eliza because the command grab flunks the opponent in the air, allowing you to connect further with Sekhmet's Bite or Chaos Banish afterwards. And you're gonna see that in the gameplay later on when I use this against blocking opponents, which is really effective. Now I'm running Sekhmet's Fury and Sekhmet's Turn. These are just simple Blockbuster 1 that can allow you to gain Enrage and Haste or inflict bleed and heal block. These are definitely 2 optional moves. You can change this with some other good moves such as Uppercut, which is another special move of Eliza, which is really good for a chance to stun the opponent, or other blockbusters such as Capri Sun or Neckbed Breaker. Neckbed Breaker deals quite a lot of damage while inflicting armor break, so it's a nice burst damage option, while Capri Sun, I don't know, I've used it and it works quite well with Weight of Anubis, but it's optional. Outside of that though, I think Eliza has a pretty standard move pool. You can even equip more special moves such as Osiris Spiral to inflict heavy bleed instead. The choice is up to you, but if you're still a beginner, I would just recommend using all the 3 Sekhmet's move, just so that you're more accustomed to the Sekhmet loop and Eliza's gameplay before you delve into the other moves. So let me show you my stats real quick. Because Bloodbath is an offensive fighter, I want to make sure that I'm dealing as much damage as possible. That's why I have almost 100% attack, almost 50% piercing, and this set actually has quite a bit of accuracy as well. Accuracy isn't really needed for Bloodbath, but I find that it's quite handy against opponents or defenders that has resistance built in. So if you're facing a Model Eater or Heavy Metal with a lot of resistance, accuracy helps to counter that and allows Bloodbath to still deal some bleed. But again, accuracy is completely optional, and if you just have piercing and attack, that's most likely what you need. A bit of special cooldown is also really good because Chaos Banish, Weight of Anubis, Eliza has really good special moves, and being able to refresh and use them again and again is, of course, really good. So I think that's about it for Eliza and Bloodbath's moves. We're just gonna go straight now into the gameplay. Alright, so for this gameplay, we are in Philia's prize fight, Diamond prize fight, where the opponent has 150% bonus attack and health. The modifier are random buffs and debuffs, so it shouldn't be too bad for Bloodbath here, because she is largely unaffected, as we're primarily relying on bleed, but we'll see now. Let's start the climb. Okay, we're facing against Dreadlocks here, which is gonna give us a lot of bleeds. Thankfully, from Bloodbath's signature ability, we're converting those into regen. We still have to be quite careful about the reflect though. Okay, I rolled invincibility from the modifier, which is really lucky. Nice. So let's move back here. So I'm gonna kill it with a grab so that it's flung far on the opposite side. Nice. So I'm at X, let's go get that curse going on. Let's start our prestige. Okay, it just returned back to full health. No worries. Oh, we got inverse polarity, but that shouldn't matter. Nice. Alright, so from the previous fight, you can see that it takes quite a while for Bloodbath to kill opponents. Elizas don't really have a huge burst damage potential. They're quite low in attack. Well, not low, average. But in high price fight streaks, it gets really notable. That's why the bleed is actually really good here. Because we don't really need to care about our attack stat that much, which is perfect. And we can just bleed the opponent to death. While also having recovery as well. So we're still quite low in the streak. So I'm still dealing quite good damage here. Oh shoot. Nice timing. Let's get rid of this final stand and you're dead. Alright. I would assume Bloodbath is gonna be... Model Eater is gonna be our hardest opponent here. Just because of her debuff clear, removing all the bleeds. And without the bleeds, we really don't have any way to kill her. That was easy. Okay, Phantom Threads this time. Ooh, unlucky with the block busted. But this should kill.
Now you're playing with power. Showtime!
Oh. Alright. Let's start with a Chaos Banish, dash attack, just to deal some 50% health there. Okay. The buffs are gonna be gone soon, so we don't have to worry about too much about them. We got 2 blockbusters ready for 2 bleeds. Let's just wait until Pinion Dash is gone. Or that. Nice. Oh, this Neuromancer has no marquee ability. Okay, let's activate our Prestige ability. Sekhmet. Oh, I missed. Dash attack. I mean charge attack. And Sekhmet X to finish this. Not gonna lie, I was very confident with making this video because I know playing Bloodbath is gonna be really easy. Oh, this Jinfrizz has no moves. Oh shoot, the miasma. I was actually supposed to use a blockbuster there, but the miasma prevented me. That's why I got hit. But it's okay, we got our 3 stacks of regen here. Okay, let's back up a bit. Okay, use our block, charge attack. Just to stagger the Annie here. Use Chaos Banish. And then you turn on my Prestige. Command grab, nice. And that should kill. Cool. Okay, we'll have to use the Sekhmet bit here probably. Because Standout is gonna get so much meter from our regen. Okay, let's go. 1, 2, 3. All my regens were converted into bleeds. That's insane. Standout is so good. Thankfully, she's gone. Nice. Got lots of buffs here. Waiting for our Chaos Banish to get rid of that invincibility. Oh, I missed. Crap. So it's just me, Norm. Let's go with the charge attack. Nice. Okay. Starting off with a Chaos Banish here. Let's go with a dash attack for some damage. Oh. Oh shoot, I got stunned. Oh, that was unlucky. Let's go for an axe here. Unfortunately, we did not hit that curse. I'm just gonna take it slow. Okay, nice. Let's go for Chaos Banish, remove the armor. Axe, finally got that curse. Command grab. Another Sekhmet. And Chaos Banish to end it. Ooh. That was good, that was good. Oh, I got immobilized, so that's why. Okay, the bleed's gonna kill him. Let's just take it slow. Let's move away from Mary Gorilla. Okay, we'll kill this first. Don't mind if I do. Tusk Cutter is probably more dangerous than Brain Freeze anyway. Let's go for a command grab here. Oh, they tagged out. Wow, this brain freeze is really bulky. Oh shoot. Okay. Okay, and it's dead. Okay, whoa. Fast cutter with the heal block here. Oh, that was actually kind of lucky. I feel like I should have gotten punished for that. Okay, let's go with the bleeds. Oh, I got hit by inverse polarity. That's not good. Nice. Okay, so far so good. We just need to kill this Surgeon General next. Let's turn on our prestige ability. For really no reason, actually. We got 2 stacks of Enrage somehow. They're just really helping us out here. Oh. Alright. Got a sweet opening right there. So enemies are now at 300% bonus attack and health. Okay. Right, Chaos Vanish. Let's kill him with Sekhmet here. And use a charge attack while that hair day comes in. And we're gonna loop the other 2 Sekhmets as well. Actually, we don't even have to. That hair day is quite weak. It dies really fast. Let's move back a bit. Oh. Okay, we almost did. Almost did. Let's use a command grab. And it's it. Alright, we're facing against Model Leader here, which is probably the biggest challenge to face with Bloodbath because of her debuff clear. And this is probably going to be the last fight. We've been climbing really smoothly with Bloodbath. Okay. Finally. Okay, let's use a charge attack to kill it. Nice, alright. So, Model Leader. Let's try to get a curse here. Damn it. Was not lucky with the curse. Oh, shoot. Okay. Okay, let's go with the command grab. Curse, please. Nice, got the curse, but it might be too late. Oh my god, it got... Alright, so the Model Leader was not as thick as I thought it would be. So we thankfully was able to kill it. And the command grab has been really good to flung the opponent so that auto block doesn't really mess us up. But that was pretty scary. I think if it was well built, we could have been in trouble. Let's use a charge attack here. Got an invincible just at the last moment. Wow. But it does not matter. Alright y'all, so that's gonna be it for this video. I showcased Bloodbath and her gameplay using the 3 Sekhmet blockbusters. Again, these are optional moves. You can change it to uppercut or other special moves, or even neckbed breaker if you fancy those moves. I personally just really like the 3 Sekhmet moves in combination because they're blockbuster 1, so they charge really fast as you see previously in the gameplay, and they can lead to really strong Sekhmet loops from the charge attack. Bloodbath is one of my favorite variants to play, and the bleed makes this run so much faster. I literally had zero trouble fighting through the prize fights. It was really easy, and I had no stress at all. It was really fast and convenient. So I'm gonna end that here. Thank you all so much for watching. Hope you all have a nice day, and I'll see you in the next video.